Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for September 1st through the 7th, 2014. So we're here with a new week in a new month of September, and I know that people will be returning from vacations and the summer vacations, and getting started back to work after the Labor Days. So we send you lots of angel blessings, and to take a look and see what insights the angels have for you as you begin a new work year or an academic year. So we're working today with Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine's new Angel Tarot deck, which is called the Guardian Angel Tarot. And so these cards I have not worked with. This is the first time I'm shuffling them. And so we'll see what messages the Guardian Angels have for us in this week. So let's just take a moment, as we normally do, to focus our attention through the awareness of Source. And so just have the intention that you are logging into Source, and you're letting go of any criticism, any thoughts. And I'm getting in particular from the angels that maybe there's been some criticism coming from others, or coming from your higher self, that's not constructive for you, is rather deconstructive. And so you want to let it go. You just don't even want to try to figure this out or to embrace it or to mull over it. Just release it and focus on your breath. They're showing me or telling me that the Ascended Masters and God they're aware of your needs financially. And they're saying that once you can get past the criticism of others, and I guess what this means, well, let me say this first. Once you get past the criticism of others, that abundance will start to flow for you. Because what this is telling me is that you're allowing the criticism of others to color or shade or reshape the way you see yourself, that you're allowing it to place limits on you, place limits in your belief in yourself, place limits in your belief and your relationship with God. And that's really important, because if anything, if you're allowed to be guilted or shamed, or to feel that you don't deserve God's love, then this is going to cut you off, not only with your connection with God and hearing your own angels, but it's going to cut you off from all the resources and all the blessings. This is why it's so important that you must understand that you cannot allow yourself to how do I want to say this? You can't allow yourself to carry guilt or blame for no reason. You have to accept and believe and trust that the universe and that God sees you perfectly spotless, no matter what choices you make, because He's focused on the choice, the solution that you can make after you correct the error. And so the error is not what the concern is, is not in His concept, in His mind. He's always focused on the solutions, because He's holding that point of attraction for you. And all you got to do is listen to your heart and allow the vibration to adjust and elevate to that divine consciousness. Let nothing stand in the way or come between you and your relationship with God. Let nothing come in between your relationship with yourself. That is to say, with the ability to love yourself and to appreciate yourself and to honor yourself. Don't allow anything to redefine the idea of love for yourself. And that's why you cannot hold on to these things. So as we just take that moment, and today I'm just going to ask that you have the intention now that you're logging into Source, because what we believe is that those words are readjusting your frequency and your vibration and allowing you to feel your heart chakra now opening and expanding. Okay? And feel a sense of more ease and peace coming through, which is allowing your heart to smile. Your heart must always have a smile, because this, and I'm just seeing a fairy with very large wings, because this attracts abundance. This attracts perfectly orchestrated solutions. It attracts the stability and the security that you're looking for. It allows you to feel less vulnerable, and it allows you to feel more confident and trusting. And then you will begin to see the changes. And they just wrote the word February, so I don't know why with that. But some of you are possibly going to see some really huge shifts. So by February, that you may see yourself in a completely new, they just wrote the word red. So I'm getting, if this is financially, that you're going to see yourself by February kind of, I don't normally say this, so I've only heard this expression, but I guess it's like, getting out of the red, zone, financially. So by February, you'll be out of the red, if I've said that correctly. If I didn't, I know you all know exactly what I mean. So, yes, this is very important. And then they show me you just kind of standing on a balcony and looking over, but a very high balcony. So life is going to feel like you're kind of on top of the world. So have patience, listen to your guidance daily, follow your heart, follow the right feeling for yourself. When there's a slightest bit of confusion or the slightest bit of anxiety, it's just a sign that means, no, wrong direction for you. Redirect yourself and keep adjusting until the ease, the feeling of ease comes through. And they're showing the month of February again. So I know we're in September, and they usually don't do this. So this must be really important for you to understand. So stay with keep adjusting and allowing the ease. You know what I'm talking about. When quite often we try to make a piece fit in a place where it just won't adjust. It's not going to bend. And there's situations, relationships, all kinds of things that we get involved in constantly, even minor choices where we just don't accept that doesn't fit there. And because it doesn't fit there, you think something's wrong or you're missing. No, what it means is that the piece is waiting for you, and you don't have to find it. If you let that piece go that does not fit, the universe, the divine, will clearly put the piece in front of your vision so that you'll be able to see it or recognize or identify it, to place it there. And then get used to feeling that joy, feeling that feeling of acceptance, feeling at ease. See, we're not used to this. And so we keep working with the ego's way, because it's like, yeah, it's like we struggle and we think it's fun, and we've been taught religiously to believe that it's all about that. And tell you it's not, because if it was all about that, and then what we're saying is that's what God is all about, then imagine what our lives would really be like if God struggled with the things that we struggle with. Because you're an extension of Source. You are trying to align with the way of God, with the way of the Source that you are, not keep constantly working against it, even for the slightest bit. You can listen to the compass of your heart and easily find that right adjustment. Okay, wow. I just opened my eyes and looked at the time. So let's take a look at the card for the week. And it says, spread your wings. All right. So this is the Archangel Ariel. And so the card says, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So coming back to this week, the angels are, it feels like you have an opportunity to lift off. Maybe, possibly in a new direction. It could be a new direction, something completely different from what you've been doing. It could mean what you are currently or have been doing, that you can take it in a new direction. You can expand upon it, or it could be a complete break and begin anew. But the opportunity is there for you. And I get this sense from just watching her take off, this is not something that you're not going to be aware of or haven't been thinking about already. So this point of departure for you is something that you've been thinking about. And what the angels are saying is that the time is right. If you feel, and notice that I'm going to always say that, if you feel inspired to do this, don't hesitate. Go for it right then and there, and see where it takes you. Have that courage, as Archangel Ariel's name means, the lioness of God. So have that courage, leadership. So don't be afraid to be a leader in this week, to take the lead, to go beyond where others are going. Don't be afraid to be an individual. Don't be afraid to shine in an authentic way that's clearly affirming your own divine life purpose. Now, let me just tune into this card to see if there are any additional messages. So interesting. I started off by seeing this very cushy, futuristic looking couch, almost like a half circle shape. And then I saw some people standing in front of it. I just feel like that when I saw this, the idea of this, so what they're saying is don't get too complacent. Don't let it's when you're like this cushy, you can get a little complacent about the future, is what they're saying. Maybe you're enjoying the cushiness of your life right now, and thinking about sort of disturbing that. It's kind of like you kind of go back and forth. But what they're saying, and I don't know the three people that I saw standing there in front, and there was like a, what you call a sliding doors. It was like a glass, that may lead onto a patio or a pool in the backyard. And these three people, so they were just, this could be some people that you have some connections with, or that are friends of yours. I didn't get a particular sense about them, but they are there. So if someone has been encouraging you to kind of step out on your own, or to do something on your own, or some friends have been, commenting on something that they think that, you would be good at doing, don't be afraid to go for that. Now, I just saw an angel sort of sitting down as if the angel is writing, and saw a halo. So I'm not sure if this has to do with writing. I didn't see the book, but it could be have something to do with writing or communicating with someone, or putting down your ideas. You know, don't feel like you got to go out and jump off a cliff. They're not saying that, but you may want to just begin to flesh out your ideas, okay? That the angels have been guiding you. Maybe you've just been getting these repetitive thoughts and you really haven't done anything more with it. Okay, let's move on and let's see what message we get at the beginning of the week. Okay, so this card is the Eight of Emotions, which would normally be the Eight of Waters or the Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot. So this card says, the message on the card says, you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. Okay, in your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. So here we are getting really great confirmation of what I just said from the message from Archangel Ariel. So you're getting a sense to really do something new, or to make some changes, or to literally, so like I said, it could be making changes within the situation you're in, or literally making a clear break and moving on. So this could also have to do with a relationship. I'm getting the sense that you need to be a little bit more open about how you feel, the way that holding back. And I was remembering as I was shuffling the cards before, I was feeling some tension in my throat chakra. And so that's coming back to me now. And so this may be that, you know, you can no longer, maybe you need to make a simple change within your relationships, whether it's romance or with your partner or your business partners, or that you need to start speaking up, that this is the change. You need to either speak up, move on to something better for yourself, or change relationships, that you need to really, what's the feeling I'm getting? That you just need to put yourself in a situation where you feel more comfortable expressing yourself. So that's another way of looking at it. Okay, let me just take a look and see if there are any additional messages in this card from the angels. And I'm seeing like what feels like a gateway that's over a bridge, and it's out in nature. So I feel like you're about to step through this gateway, and this bridge that you're going to cross over, and that when you do this, you're going to, they're showing me glasses. So what's going to happen is you're going to see things differently. Okay. They're telling me that if you can make this shift, it will nurture you. It will enrich the relationship that you're in, if it's that situation, or you will find a better relationship that will be nurturing and loving for you. Okay? All right. So all right, let's take a look at the next card. And if I get anything more, I'll come back to it. For the middle of the week. All right. And this is the Seven of Abundance. And so the Seven of Abundance says, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry. The hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward quickly. Use this time to rest and plan. So this confirms what I was seeing with the angel who was writing. So, you know, it's a good time to write out some of your ideas, to take small steps as you're guided towards your dreams. There was something else that kind of struck out at me when I was reading this card. Oh yes, and this was reminding me too. So this, and since this is the abundance, which would be earth or pentacles, this is relating to something financially. And so this was reminding me of when they were telling us February. So, you know, take the steps. But the thing is that I'm getting a sense that you first got it. The first step is that you got to move on. You got to make some change. You got to be looking for a better feeling relationship with yourself and with others. That your goal has to be in creating this abundance. You have to seek out the feelings of joy and appreciation in your life. So when a circumstance does not afford you that, then move on, let it go. It's very interesting, these cards. You see there's very little pictures on here, but the pictures are very to the point. She's in a carriage here and looking out, looking for something. And here, you know, they are planting and watering and waiting for things, and they're finding things to do. So as this is going to grow, they're preparing like some kind of I don't know what the word is for this, but you know, something for it to grow on, or to grow the vines to grow up on, or the fruits. They're making some supports for it. So you can start to put some supports in place for yourself, and this work of identifying where you need to move, what changes you need to make, and following your heart will help you prepare for the fruition of this, of your finances or whatever it is concerning your home to transform and to manifest for you. All right, let me just take a look to see if I get any additional messages from this card. And I just feel like I'm just kind of traveling down a road here. So there's a sense, and they just showed me an acorn. So you gotta, there's a, you know, like again, it just confirms what we said before. Down the road, things will definitely get better. But pay attention to honor your feelings, honor your guidance. Start writing down the tips that you get from the angels. They'll lead to things, and it won't be like you have to completely wait until then. It's just the fullness of what you wanting will come. But things are starting to come now, okay? All right. Now we have, for the end of the week, the 7 of action. All right. So the 7 of action would be wands or fire, okay? And so the 7 of wands, the 7 of action reads, you're being called upon to claim your personal power. Feel confident, as your angels will give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Your struggle may actually stem from an unresolved inner conflict rather than a conflict with others. Okay, so the 7 of action, you see here that she's got like a snowball in her hand. And so the thing is that she's probably playing snowball fight, and the thing is that she's not going to be completely beaten here. So she's got power. She has skills and know how to take the action that's needed to stay on top of the situation. And so for the weekend, what you're kind of been asked to do is, again, like I said, the numbers, we have 2 number 7s here and an 8. So if we look at this, in general, this is kind of saying that, you know, that you're on the right path with in regards to your creative ideas, your finances, that things are going in the right direction here. So, and the sevens are about mastery. And so here we're mastering patience and how to build and use that time wisely. We can learn from the time of patience. Here we're mastering. Fire also represents spirit, so a mastery here. And so we stand in your power and looking for the opportunities, because this card is usually about advantages that you have and recognizing the advantages and the opportunities. So I get a sense that, there are going to be some opportunities and that are going to come up for you, that maybe they're creative, that require you to be creative, but you're going to be in that place where you hold the cards, where, all you got to do is make the right choices that feel right for you, that is guided by your spirit, your Holy Spirit, and you will make the right choice for yourself, okay? Let me take a look at the card and see what additional messages I see here in this card. Okay. And so it feels like, so what I'm seeing is, someone driving in a car. So basically, what that means is that you're in the driver's seat, okay? And so you turn, make the choices, you steer your own destiny. You steer by making the choices that affirm your truth, is what they're really trying to say. So whatever comes up over the weekend, just remember that no one has the steering wheel for your life, for your truth, but you. And so instead of kind of giving over to anxiety and fear and frustration and letting others control like, move over, let me do it, let me drive, you don't know what you're doing. No, you affirm that because you know what feels right for you, and you stand up for what direction you want to take in your own life. Okay, let's take a look at the card that I already pulled from the bottom of the deck, which kind of gives us an overview for the week. What's going on, what's influencing the reading underneath everything. And this is the Helper of Abundance. So in this deck, they renamed the court cards to be the friend cards, I think I read. And so the Helper, it would be the Knight of Earth. So this is the Helper of Abundance. And it says, although you have a lot to do, it's important that you get organized first. So we see that there's a lot to do with planning is going to be very key in this week. So, you may get the feeling to act, or or you may get ideas that you need to put down and write down and plan for them. And it says, once planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. So what I'm getting a sense is that you're going to get those ideas, you're going to get some new, fresh ideas, and something's going to come, and you're just going to be able to come up with a plan, and then you're going to be able to get started working on it step by step, okay? And so just focus on the steps. Don't focus on all of it at once. That's a real big ego distraction. It was to get you all confused and concerned about, ahead of the moment. So once you make the plan, like just writing down guidance, okay? Just like they just told us February today. But we go back and focus where we are now, and then just focus on that immediate step, okay? And so it says, your guardian angels surround you and are ready to help out. This card also indicates a very loving, kind, and loyal friend, someone with a big heart, a quick wit, and endless patience. that person could be you. So this card is about taking the time and to focus, so and get things done. So it's about being efficient, and it's about being effective more than just about the quantity or the timing or the speed. And so you want to just stay in the moment, really notice all of the blessings and all the magic that's around you. I mean, he kind of reminds me of like a leprechaun and find these clovers here. So there's lots of abundance around you in the moment, and the helper of abundance reminds us of that. And if you can just stay in the moment, you will relieve or release anxieties, and you'll see the opportunities that you can take hold of for yourself. So this is a week of really, the underlying message here is to really appreciate every moment and really give yourself to the moment and then expand. So I send you lots of love and angel blessings. Thank you for joining us here on watching the reading and on Facebook. And if you want an angel reading, please just contact me and look at the description link below at theangelschool.com. And I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful first week back. God bless you.